anytime I have x squared, and it's something that can be factored, we'll get into quadratic formula, mean the square, stuff of that nature. I'm not going to give you a problem that can't be factored on the test. You don't have to worry about a prime trinomial here. So if you have x squared, automatically it's x and x. Because the only thing that can multiply to x squared is x times x. That's it. And now, when there's a 1 in front of the x squared, it's now what factors of the constant can add up to the middle term. So your constant factors are 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 4 and 10, and 5 and 8. My advice is if you're not sure where to start, always start with the middle ones. That's 5x, and that's 8x. Is there a way to make 5x and 8x equal to a positive 3? Absolutely. Positive 8 minus 5. And those are our factors. You have to finish the problem. X equals 5, x equals a negative 8. Come over here. X squared, x and x. The factors of 14 are 2 and 7, 1 and 14. How can I make 7 and 2 equal negative 9? They're both minus. X minus 7 equals 0, x equals 7. X minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2. X times x is x squared. We have negative 21. I got to get to a positive 4. Plus 7 minus 3. X equals a negative 7. X equals 3. And then x plus 10, x plus 6. X plus 10 equals 0. X equals a negative 10. X plus 6 equals 0. X equals a negative 6. Now, with the second page of it, we always want to look for a GCF first. The only GCF is in the bottom right one. The others, there's no GCF. What can I do to get 2x squared? It's 2x and x. What are my factors of 15? They're 5 and 3. So you're just putting the 5 and 3 here and here, or 3 and 5 here and here. You try it until you get something that works. So let's say you did it wrong. 6x and 5x, there's no way to combine that to be 13x. Okay. But if I put a 3 here and a 5 here, there's a way to get this to be 10x or get this to be 13x. You make them both negative. And what works out nicely there is negative 3 times negative 5 is a positive 15. It's guessing and checking to get that middle term. You should not have to check the outer terms. 2x times x isn't 2x squared. I wouldn't put it there. 3 times 5 didn't equal 15. I wouldn't put it there. It's really the middle term when I got to check. I really would suggest writing this out. That way you don't make any mistakes with signs. The answer here is 3/2. X minus 5 is a little easier. So x equals 5. Second one. It's 3x squared. You don't have a lot of options there. It's 3x and x. 14, there's not a lot of options. It's 2 and 7 or 14 and 1. It's probably going to be 2 and 7. Is there a way to make 21x and 2x equal to 19? Sure, you make the 21 negative. That gives you a 19x in the middle. So that means the 7 is negative, but the 2 is positive. 3x plus 2 equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0. 3x equals negative 2. And x equals negative 2/3. When you add 7 to both sides, x equals 7. Now with 6, you have options. 3 and 2 or 6 and 1. We always check the middle ones first. 3x and 2x. With 6 and 3, you never put, or with 6, your factors of 1 and 6 and 2 and 3, you never put a GCF in a parentheses. Putting 3 here and 2 there is a complete waste of your time. You can never have a GCF in a parenthesis. So I'll put the 2 here and the 3 here. 9x, 4x. That combines to be 13. And now I'm going to set them both equal to 0. 3x plus 2 equals 0. 2x plus 3 equals 0. 2x, oops, I'm sorry. Don't be careless here. 3x equals a negative 2. X equals negative 2/3. 2x equals a negative 3. X equals negative 3/2. You take a 2 out. 2x squared minus 9x minus 18. It's got to be 2x and x. And then my factors of 18, I'm going to go with 6 and 3. Add 3, subtract 6. 2x plus 3 equals 0. 2x equals negative 3. X equals negative 3/2. X minus 6 equals 0. X equals 7.